From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to hear a good morning. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to the Library of Congress. I'm John Cole. I'm the director of the Center for the Book in the Library of Congress. And today we have a very special program aimed at supporting children of military families. And we also have a very special guest, and I think you know who she is. It is great to see so many kids here and so many families, and I'm going to do just a little roll call. I mean, are there any kids here from Fort Belvoir? I heard a rumor, too, that there were kids from Walt Whitman Middle School. Is that true? The D.C. National Guard. Andrews Air Force Base. River Naval Air Station. They're not here yet, but we have room in the back for them. This is the first in our Books and Beyond talks for young people. The Center for the Book, which promotes books and reading, opened a Young Readers Center just 3 years ago, and this is a talk that's in the series of Books and Beyond. Our very special guest, as you know, is Dr. Jill Biden. But before we introduce Dr. Biden, I would like to introduce the head of the Library of Congress. For how many of you kids are here for the very first time at the Library of Congress? Can I see a show of hands? Well, a special welcome to you. You may know that the Library of Congress is the largest library in the world, and you're about to meet the man who runs it. The Library of Congress has 155 million items, and they're stored on over 830 miles of bookshelves in 3 buildings on Capitol Hill and in other places near Washington. Dr. Billington oversees all of this, and he's been Librarian of Congress since 1987, when President Ronald Reagan nominated him, and the U.S. Senate unanimously confirmed his nomination. He is only the 13th person to be a Librarian of Congress. We were created way back in 1800, and there have only been 13 librarians. If you've been on the library's website at loc.gov, you'll know that Dr. Billington created our National Digital Library, which is where you'll find many of the marvelous things we have online. He also created the World Digital Library, where you can learn about most of the countries of the world and see their wonderful historic treasures. Thanks to the foresight of Dr. Billington, we can make our most important treasures available on the website. You can see Thomas Jefferson's draft of the Declaration of Independence, or Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, which he delivered during the Civil War. You can also see the first map that used the word America. Dr. Billington also was the inspiration for our Young Readers Center, and when you come back to the Library of Congress, I hope that all of you will visit us in the northeast corner, which is the Young Readers Center. Now please welcome the Librarian of Congress, Dr. James H. Billington.
Thanks very much, and welcome to you all. I hope you noticed that it was very dark a couple hours ago, but with the arrival of our very special and honored visitor today, the sun has come out. So it's great to see so many children of our men and women in the military. As children of these brave and men and women that serve our country so well, you share in the sacrifices that military families make in keeping our country strong and free. We are very grateful to all of you who are here today. Now, our special guest, Dr. Jill Biden, knows about the concerns and sacrifices of military families. She's a stepmother of 2 of Vice President Joseph Biden's children, Beau and Hunter Biden, mother of Ashley Biden. Beau Biden's unit of the Delaware National Guard was deployed to Iraq in 2008. Now, Dr. Biden is a key member of the Blue Star Families Project. Delaware, you know, is the first star in the flag of the United States. And Blue Star Families is a national institution founded by military families to support one another and to enlist the surrounding community in supporting them. Dr. Biden is an eloquent and effective champion of military families and also of the importance of community colleges to America's future. She has a doctor's degree from the University of Delaware, worked with and was specially admired by some of the greatest teachers at that university. This is according to my wife, who's also an alumna of the university. You hear so many positive things. She is herself a lifelong educator and is an esteemed professor of English at Northern Virginia Community College. Now, among her many other accomplishments, Dr. Biden co-founded the Book Buddies program, which enlists trained volunteers to provide instruction to young students who need extra support in literacy. Dr. Biden is also the founder of the Biden Breast Health Initiative, a nonprofit organization dedicated to raising awareness and prevention of breast cancer. And Dr. Biden is also an author. She has written a marvelous book for young people in military families, just as many of you are today. It's called Don't Forget, God Bless Our Troops. We are very fortunate that Dr. Biden will read from her book here to you today, and the accompanying images will be available on the screen. We are grateful, really grateful, that she has taken the time out from her busy schedule as the wife of our Vice President to be with us today. So, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly all you great kids from military families, let's all welcome this godmother of good causes and special friend of military families for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jill Biden and her granddaughter.
My name is Jill Biden, and I am a military family, and the Bidens are a military family. We have our son, Beau, who I think Dr. Billington mentioned is in Delaware Army National Guard, and our son, Hunter, is just joined the Navy, and he's 43 years old, so he joined a little late in life, but so we have two children in the military. And, you know, when I took this job, when my husband became vice president, Michelle Obama and I traveled all around this country, and we realized that 1% of the military families are fighting our wars, but 99% of Americans really need to support our military families. And we realized that a lot of people don't know anybody in the military, which is, you know, strange to you and to me because we are military families. But a lot of people don't realize what military families go through when you have your mom or your dad or your husband or your brother or your sister who's deployed to fight a war like Iraq or Afghanistan. So when Natalie's daddy was deployed to Iraq, I saw how hard it was for her and her little brother, Hunter. And I thought, you know what? Other American families need to know what it's like for families when their moms or dads or family members are deployed. So Natalie was my inspiration for the book. And so it's her story, so that's why I brought her. And because it's things that our family went through that year that my son, Beau, her daddy, was deployed. And it was a hard year, right? Like many of you, I'm sure, have had moms or dads who are deployed, haven't you? So you know how hard it is when there are special days that go by and you really want your mom or your dad or your husband or your wife there with you, and they're off somewhere else. So Skype has been a really good thing, I think, for a lot of families. And so that does help, but it's nothing like having your mom or your dad or, right there with you. So anyway, I'll read the book. You'll see the things that our family went through. You'll see how hard it was for Natalie. I see that you brought your daddy doll with you. Is your daddy deployed? And where's your daddy? Qatar. Okay. So you know what? We have a daddy doll in the book. So when I read that part, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And how many of you at this point have a mom or a dad who's deployed somewhere? Wow, a lot of you. A lot of you. Well, I want you to know that the President and Michelle Obama and the Vice President and I are really so proud of all of you because we know how hard it is for you, and we're so proud and honored to be here today. So I'll read the book, and then Natalie's going to read the last page. So you want to sit there, Natalie? Okay. So the title is Don't Forget, God Bless Our Troops. And on the front of the book, there's Natalie, and there's her daddy, and there's their dog, Webby. Actually, Natalie drew this. This was her drawing that we included in the book. And so it's nice to have your artwork in there. Okay. Does Daddy really have to go? Daddy is a soldier, Natalie's mom answers in a quiet voice. Soldiers have to do hard things sometimes. She runs her hand through Natalie's hair. Her father takes Natalie in his arms. Home is wherever I'm with you, he sings softly. Natalie smiles. I like that song, Daddy. I like it, she whispers. Natalie sits on the floor of her room with stuffed animals all around her. Her dolls are here. Her books are here. Even her dog, Webby, is here. But one thing isn't here. Daddy isn't here. Outside, the October sky is gray. Leaves are falling. Daddy's not here, Natalie thinks again as she watches a red leaf drift past the window and out of sight. Natalie calls it the day we eat turkey. So what day is that? Thanksgiving. Make a wish, says Nana, and pull. Tug, snap. Natalie pulls the wishbone and wins. I wish that Daddy would. Shh, Nana says, putting a finger to her lips. Keep your wish secret and hope that someday it will come true. Be brave, Natalie. The wind is blowing outside the kitchen window. Natalie helps her mother bake holiday cookies. Yum, says her little brother, Hunter. They will send the cookies to Daddy. How many of you have done that? Probably lots and lots of you. Will Daddy be coming home? Natalie suddenly asks. Natalie sees her mom turn away and wipes her eyes. She runs over and puts her arms around her mom. I love you, Mommy. I love you. Be brave, Natalie. So many people are kind to the family. Yesterday, the neighbors brought over a homemade pizza. Today, Dad's friend Alex is shoveling the sidewalk. Your dad is sure helping our country, Alex says. I want to help too. On the lawn, Natalie and Hunter are rolling big snowballs. They are making a snowman. Natalie puts an army cap on the snowman's head. Hunter claps his hands and cheers, yay! A snow soldier, Natalie shouts. Be brave, Natalie. Natalie stands in the church hallway looking at a page of the church bulletin. She touches the page here. Her father's name is here along with the names of many other soldiers. People will pray for all of them. A girl behind her is also looking at the names. Natalie wonders, is her mommy or daddy far from home too? Is her mom or daddy safe? Hi, Natalie says shyly. Hi, the girl answers, smiling. Right away, Natalie knows that they will become friends. Be brave, Natalie. Natalie's baby tooth is hanging by a thread. Okay, so this was a couple years ago, and Natalie's a big girl now. Mom turns on the computer and gets Dad on video chat, so I'm sure a lot of you are used to this. Daddy, Daddy, Hunter waves. Natalie's tooth is ready to come out, says Mom. She's going to pull it. Natalie sees her dad waving and waves back. I'm afraid, Daddy, it may hurt. Natalie smiles. Dad smiles. Go, 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 you're a big girl. Natalie's teacher holds up a picture. There are many soldiers in the picture, and one of them is Natalie's dad. The teacher points to him. The soldiers are far, far away, she says. They are fighting for our country. Natalie feels special, proud, which I'm sure is how so many of you feel about your moms and dads. On her way to recess, she looks at the picture again. She leans over and kisses her dad right on the nose. Be brave, Natalie. Natalie and Hunter are playing soldiers with their daddy dolls. So there's the part about the daddy doll. Hunter starts to cry, I want Daddy. Natalie holds her doll up in front of her face. She pretends the doll is a puppet. Don't cry, Hunter. Be a big, strong boy, she says in a daddy voice. That's not Daddy talking, says Hunter. Yes, it is. That's what Daddy would say. Hunter nods. He stops crying. He wipes his eyes. Be brave, Natalie. Oh, I'm tired, Natalie yawns. Natalie and Hunter are staying overnight at Nana and Pop's house. That's what they call us, Nana and Pop. Hunter is already asleep. Natalie snuggles next to her grandmother. We had a busy day, didn't we, Nana? Nana smiles, but it was a good day. You were such a helper, too. We sent hundreds of boxes overseas. You know, honey, your daddy isn't the only soldier in the Army. There are many soldiers far away from home along with him. Now they'll know we care. Okay, let's say a prayer before we fall asleep. Natalie closes her eyes and everything is quiet. Then she opens her eyes for a brief second. And don't forget, Nana, she says in a sleepy voice, God bless our troops. Be brave, Natalie. Natalie stares at the blue, shimmering water. She hears the sound of splashing kids. I can't, Mommy. Her mother stands in the pool waving. You can do it. Pretend you're swimming to Daddy. Natalie takes a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, jump. Natalie feels the water over her head. She sputters as she comes up laughing. I did it, Mommy. I did it. I did it. Be brave, Natalie. Natalie and Hunter wear their Army t-shirts all summer. And I'm sure you guys wear your shirts, your Army t-shirts too. Their mom chuckles. Natalie, that shirt is so dirty it can stand up by itself. Let me wash it. But Mommy, soldiers get dirty when they wear their uniforms. Why can't I? Webby seems to agree. Woof, woof, Webby barks. Woof, woof. Natalie is making a picture. Carefully, she draws long red stripes, leaving white spaces after each one. Next, she picks up a crayon and colors in a blue square in the corner. What's she going to make? The flag. It has to be the best picture ever. It's for someone very special. Be brave, Natalie. Natalie is so excited. She bounces here, she bounces there. She sees soldiers everywhere hugging their families. Suddenly, she sees someone hurrying toward them. Mommy, Hunter, Nana, everyone, there's Daddy. Natalie races to her father and hugs him around the legs. So that's something I'm sure some of you have been through before, or you're looking forward to when your moms or your dads come home. Okay, so this is the best part. So Natalie's going to read this to you. Here, I'll hold it and you can read the...
He lifts her up in his shoulders. Daddy, my brave daddy. Her dad laughs. No, no, no. It's my little Natalie. You are my brave, brave girl.
The end. Her dad comes home. Thank you. So, as I said before, we are a military family. I would love to meet all the children here. Natalie would love to meet the children. Once again, thank you for your service to our country. So if you come by and you just want to say hello or give me a hug, I'd love that too. So I'll see you down below.
Let's give Dr. Biden another round of applause with Natalie as well.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.